Everyone, and happy Fresh Friday. It is another beautiful day, and my name is Akunna. We are coming at you with another episode here, and shortly we'll be joined by Dr. Tao to go over some herbs that will help you on your healing journey. Now, before Dr. Tao joins us, I just have a word I want to share with everybody, and that is to try something different. Do something that you haven't done before. Drive a different way on your way to work. Try a food you've never tried. There are a lot of people that have come into Juamoto and they're like, raw vegan. I don't know if I can do that. I don't eat that type of food and things of that nature. But after they actually tried it, they actually loved it. So I just want to recommend and encourage everybody to try something new that you haven't tried before. I think it really to learn about ourselves a bit more. So that is my word for the day. Try something new. I did my head wrap a little bit different today. I usually have it up. I decided to put it down. Something that small. Greetings, Dr. Tao.
Hey, Akunna, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I was just sharing a message about trying something new, doing something that we haven't done before, and how that can open us up and help us grow.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's part of the expansion process.
Indeed.
We got to challenge our own ways of thinking.
Right. Because growth happens outside of the comfort zone. So we have to get outside of the realm of what we're used to sometimes.
For sure. That's
awesome. So it's Fresh Friday. What do you have for us today?
All right. So first we'll do this one's called Paul de Arco.
Okay. Paul de Arco. And
this
that's a bark, right?
It is.
Okay.
This one's more for feminine hormone. Typically is used for just keeping the cycles shorter, menstruation cycles, and it's also good for yeast infections. So any type of candida, you can use this, combine it with thyme, combine these together, thyme and polyarco, and it'll get rid of candida within about 3 days.
Oh, wow.
It's a very powerful herb there. So this is for the woman, polyarco. Men can take it too, but it's typically for women to help balance out progesterone and estrogen, and estradiol and estrone and estriol. It's like 5 hormones women have. They help regulate that. This is I think this is a Niwa word. People say Cherokee today, but it's really called the Niwa people.
Okay.
It means the arc of the bow. So
the arc of the boat.
Of the bow, like a bow and arrow.
Okay.
So polyarco. This means arco means arc, and Paul means bow, like a bow and arc.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask where the name originated because I knew that you knew.
Yeah, the word Cherokee wasn't really used back then.
Okay.
Good term.
And since that's a bark, it would be better to extract it by boiling it, correct?
That's correct. So about 45 minutes to an hour on this one right here. This is a lighter bark, so you don't have to go too hard on it.
Okay.
But yeah, about 45 minutes on this one.
Got it. So hormone regulator, good for female reproductive system, but men can take it too.
Yes, exactly. Awesome. So the next one would be Devil's Claw.
Ooh, right, I don't know if I like that name.
Don't let the name scare you right here. So you got some folks in your family who acting like this, then you got to give it to them.
What is that good for?
This one's good for arthritis. So this one's going to be good for, it's the claw that's pulling things out of the joints. So basically, whenever you eat a food, that food has a life of about 2 hours in the body. After that, it has to go into the eliminatory channels so it could be dispelled throughout the body. If it doesn't, then it gets lodged within the articulating parts of the body. So whenever the body changes directions, like an elbow or a shoulder or a knee, that's when the body changes direction. So we say it articulates. So itis means fire or inflammation. So the articulating arthritis parts of the body. So it pulls this the minerals that have died, hey Xavier, out the body, and helps with the inflammation and just the pain that someone may have when they're moving or whatever for arthritis. So very, very strong herb for that.
Okay. Yeah, when you said the name and then you said arthritis, I thought about it more of like, you know how when older people sometimes their hands look all like the strong hand.
Exactly.
So that's exactly what I was thinking about like that, So that's interesting that it was named like that.
Yeah, a lot of the names come from witchcraft or some type of ritual they may have done, or they may have done some type of exorcism. Because a lot of times they didn't look at diseases as being diseases; they look at it as you being inhabited by an evil spirit. So they may try to give you spirits to get rid of that spirit. You see, so a lot of times their anesthesia was an alcohol they would give you to make you drunk, and they would try to let your blood out to kind of take the blood out of the body. They think that would cure you. So the blood would come out of the cane like a syringe, and it would kind of fall on like you see like a candy cane today. So when you go to the barber shop, you say, okay, why is that little spinning pole there with the red thing? Because the barber was also your surgeon as well. And they would do all those things at one spot, and they wouldn't do any type of anesthesia until a guy by the name of Dr. Lister came in, and he kind of got more to the sanitation thing. That's where you get the word Listerine.
I was gonna say that sounds a little dangerous.
Yeah, so that's where Listerine mouthwash comes from. That's his name. That's Lister. So
wow.
They would
So
try
he was
to
into antiseptic.
Yeah. They would go into what they call animal magnetism. They try to get your mind off of it so they can perform a procedure to you by a guy who made them more popular by the name of Dr. Mesmer. So that's where you get the word mesmerized from there.
Yeah.
All these words are just people's names, basically, in this certain rituals. So that's all they're coming from. So.
Wow. Very interesting. You always have some man, I just sometimes when you're talking, I think of like this big library with all these books and all this information like filed away. Because I'm like, how do you even know that?
It's just all connected. Once you study one thing, you're kind of studying everything from a different wavelength. So when you're reading, all you're doing is bending light. So they say read, but when you say the past tense of read, you say read. So you're bending red light. You see, so it's based off how healthy that chakra is in that person, which is the red chakra, the root chakra. How well they can bend that light to make it connect to the rest of the chakras
I wasn't gonna say anything.
of the Shek and Shinraz parts of the body. So based off that continuity, you can connect information more.
Wow. Okay. I didn't even think about red and red. Like I knew it was what is it, hominid, but
if it sounds the same, it is the same. That's one thing we get kind of dismissed as a child. We say, oh, mom, that sounds like this word. No, it doesn't. That's a different word. That's called a synonym.
Right, that's completely different. And then we just...
It's a homophone, yeah.
Right, our mind separated it from them.
Yeah, so it's because children want to connect information, but they try to make that disconnect there, and it's really all connected.
Right. All right. And what is the third herb that we have today?
This is Solomon's seal root here. All right. This is not a very popular one, but it's very important. This is a very healthy one. This is for connective tissue, any type of tears, joint ligaments, tendons, ACL tears. That's going to help with that a lot.
Can we
also,
see it again?
It's like a bark looking type thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This is Solomon Seal's tea here. So this one is very powerful when you combine it with, well, I'm not going to tell you, but there is a certain seed you can add it with this to make, maybe I shouldn't say it, but you can make LSD out of that.
Oh, interesting.
So it's a psychedelic as well. When you combine it with a certain herb, I'm not going to say it on here, but there is a certain herb you can combine it with, which I have here in stock.
Yeah.
So it helps with that type of hallucinogenic if you want to go into those types of ethereal realms and connect dream time with this time here, which they're all kind of overlapping on top of each other anyway.
Right.
But yeah, that one's very good for connective tissue. So
okay. Interesting. So all these can be made as teas and paired with some. I always say like supplemental herbs because they taste a little bit better. So I usually mix everything with either hibiscus or elderberry. Is that
Yeah.
an okay thing to do, or would you say there are some herbs that you maybe shouldn't mix with those two?
You said with the elderberry. What's the first one you said, Akunna?
Hibiscus.
With the hibiscus and elderberry. Um, you can combine those. Those are okay. There is a formula, a certain formula you can use to combine herbs, and it just depends on how you want to spend the energy. So, what the thing about the herbs is the herbs are kind of like a buffer between the healer and the person.
Mm.
So, depending on how I put the herbs together, I can cause it to activate your Y chromosome or your X chromosome for men. So XY for men. So if I face a certain direction while I'm making it, it can take the spin of the herb and spin it in the person's body. So like in the health food store, they'll put like an L in front of it. They'll say L hyphen histamine.
Yeah, I've seen
L,
that.
yeah, that means laboratory, which means left spin. So what that means is it's called ATP cells in biology, the citric acid cycle. So you have these cells that spin 8 to the right and 5 to the left. So they say 8 and 5 equals 13. They call that the golden ratio or Fibonacci sequence. So 8 to the right would be male, 5 to the left would be female. So when those two cells spin two different directions, they create pure energy.
Mm.
So I can influence that by facing the north or south pole. You see.
Wow.
This is why, like in nature, you'll see if there's a low population of males in the population, then the deers, they may actually have intercourse facing south. Because when I face south, it'll cause the the second X to become charged to a Y and create a male. So if I want to have more females, because the population is only females, then I'll face north.
That's so
You
interesting.
see.
And I've heard of some things like that with humans where they say that you can conceive in specific months. I like what Erica just said. First, I want to say that she said that the Solomon seal would be great for someone she knows that tore an ACL. So that's wonderful. Is that something that you gave to? I forgot his name.
Patrick, I think his name.
Yes, Patrick.
Yeah. I gave
Yes.
him another formula. It was slightly different in this one, but it's many ways to kind of get to the same pathway.
Yeah.
But yeah, something similar, but not quite the same.
Okay, just some background for the viewers. There was a man named Patrick that was coming into the restaurant, and he tore his. It was his ACL that he tore, right?
It's like his tendon or something. It's bad.
Yeah, the tendon.
Achilles tendon. Yeah.
Yes, Achilles tendon, and that is like an injury that people don't. Sometimes people never recover from that. Like that's a serious injury, and so I met him, and he was on crutches. Like he could barely walk. Every time I saw him, he was on crutches. And I remember the last time I saw him, he walked into the restaurant without crutches. I almost started crying. I was just like, what? You're healed. You're fixed.
Yeah.
And he was just following what Dr. Tao's protocol or recommendations and eating really well as well, staying hydrated. And it was, I felt like it was a miracle or something.
Yeah, because they were trying to get him to get surgery. I told him he didn't need surgery.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, there are so many alternatives for sure. But Erica's comment that I pinned says, basically, you're an alchemist and offer more than just herbs. Exactly. This man right here is like an alchemist in all ways. It's not just the food. It's the brain, the mind. Like, you literally get fed when you walk into the restaurant, not just by the food, but by the knowledge, the energy, everything. I can't wait to get back there. I really can't wait to get back there.
I appreciate it.
I am Lady Storm is asking, do you have soursop today?
Not today. Probably in the next 2 weeks I should though.
You know, I was ready to risk it all and try to smuggle some soursop and some fruit back from Nigeria, but I'm like, man, the customs is gonna get me.
Yeah, that soursop's hard to get a hold of, but I'll try to have it here within about 2 weeks.
Sounds good. All right, so we talked about 3 different herbs for Fresh Friday today. We talked about Solomon seal root, which is good for any tears and things of that nature.
Devil's claw.
Devil's claw. which is good for arthritis and anywhere where the limbs connect. And paw de arco bark, which is good for reproductive system, reproductive health, and balancing out hormones and such. And men can take it too, though. Yeah, so those are our 3 for today. Is that a coral that you have on, like the color of it?
Oh, this right here?
Oh, no, I was looking at the necklace. Oh, that's cool too, though.
Oh, the necklace. Yeah, it's kind of
Nice.
like that, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Yeah. We have
Mm-hmm.
those chiefs wear it in Nigeria.
Oh,
They
is that
wear
right?
like the, yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm connected then, right?
Exactly. All right. Anything else you want to close with before we log off for the day?
I just know that this planet here is just a schoolroom. We're just in school, you know. So, um, don't. I mean, take it seriously, but don't take it too serious. Just do the best you can to learn what you can here. That we're just trying to obtain information to develop the spirit more. That's all. You're just passing through to mature the spirit, and we're trying to, make paradise on earth. So just do the best you can to make it a better life for someone else. If you can't give back to somebody, then there's no point of being here. So you want to share as much as you can, give, and that way you will continue to prosper in your own endeavors. So,
Wow. Thank you so much. Well, again, this has been a beautiful day, a fresh Friday. Jumoto is open until 3 p.m. today, so come on in for your delicious and nutritious food, beverages, herbs, everything that you need. Go ahead and come in for a recharge today. So Marcus Heal is saying I have to watch the replay, how you did a live on herbs for nerves. So
yeah,
I think we covered that in a...
Yeah, I did some on nerve. I'd have some more on the nervous system as well.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of things are not diagnosed as nerve issues, but they are nerve issues like vitiligo and stuff like that. And, people think because the skin is lightening, that's a skin issue, but it's just because the melanin is trying to go into the nerve to repair it. So darkness goes anywhere in nature to repair it. So just like whenever nature's in trouble, it goes back to darkness every time. So when the Marvel company was running out of money to make movies, Marvel went to Black Panther to make another movie.
Wow.
They always go back to blackness to help heal whatever's going on. So nature always goes back to nature, to darkness. So let's keep that in mind.
Will do. Well, thank you again, Dr. Tao. Erica's coming in to get a wrap and some herbs today. I hope whoever's watching, you're coming in too. Happy Fresh Friday and have a beautiful, beautiful day.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Peace.